Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing my August TBR, aka my Magical Readathon Orilium TBR. So I'm really excited about this month because it's my birthday month, and so I decided to choose a lot of books that I feel are going to bring me joy and books that I just genuinely want to read. I have been wanting to just like pick up some specific books lately. Some of them I literally just bought this past weekend, but I'm really looking forward to reading these because I need like a break from my regular routine of books. I just want to switch it up, have a good time, and just throw caution to the wind, one would say, and just jump right in. So I'm going to be doing the Magical Readathon Orilium. This is like the second portion, so you do like your first portion in April, and then this is the second part where you have to do like harder classes, so your TBR is most likely going to be bigger. I was going for the Beastmaster. I think that's what it's called. Basically like the person that like takes care of all the magical animals. And so I have to read, I think it's 7 books, which my reading has not been on for 7 books to hit that goal like all year. But I made my TBR like a little more generous to myself and like easier, so I feel like I definitely can do this. But anyways, let's just go through the different prompts that I have to do, and I'll share what books I'm reading for them. So the first one I have on here is Animal Studies, and apparently I need to do all 3 prompts for this one. So there's like different levels. I think I can't remember the letters right now, but there's 3 different letters, and like depending on what letter you have on your like course schedule, that's how many prompts you have to do. So for Animal Studies, I mean, it makes sense I have to do all 3 of them if I'm going for a Beastmaster. But yeah, so the first prompt is Pet Pick. So I had the cats choose a book for me. I laid out some books that were on my blog TBR that like I've kind of had for a while now. I'll insert that clip now so that you guys can see which one was chosen. Okay, so I lay these books out, and I was going to put, the cat food that they like. I can't say it out loud or else they'll go nuts on the books, but Oni just decided to walk past the other 2 and start patting that one with his paw on the end. So I guess he has already chosen the book for me without me actually doing anything. So it looks like I will be reading Gills World. These are some blog books that I have put on TBRs in the past and have not gotten to. See, look, he's still like pawing at it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to actually get to this one this time. So sweet. So as you can see, Oni just ignored the other books and went straight for Gills World. This is a book that I pulled from my TBR jar like very early in the year, and I kept meaning to get to it, and I even put it on my TBR another time, and I still didn't get to it. So I hope I can actually manage to get to it this time. It's a sci-fi book. It was sent to me ages ago, and I just want to read this book. I want to get it out of the way. Although I feel like I'm really going to enjoy it. I don't know why, it's just hard for me to pick up, but this is the time. This is when it's going to happen. So yeah, I'm going to do it. Thank you, Oni, for choosing this book. The next one is to pick a book by a debut author. So I don't know if this author has written any more since then, but this was their debut book, and that is Falling by TJ Newman. I actually saw this in Walmart yesterday for $6. So I was like, okay, I need to buy this because this one was on my NetGalley a long time ago, and I think I tried to get it on NetGalley, but I didn't make the cut, so I couldn't get it. It's a pretty short book, and it's following the story of a bunch of people on a plane, but what they don't know is that the pilot was actually called by somebody that is holding his family hostage, and the only way for his family to survive is if he crashes this plane. So it's like an intense, action-packed thriller all set on a plane that is in the air. And yeah, I think that's going to be really intense. So I'm looking forward to this one. I've been needing like an action-packed thriller like this that I can just dive into and just lose myself in. So I think this is going to be the one, and I'm very excited about it. Then we have Read a Book in 2 days. And so for this one, I was a little easy on myself, and I chose Monstrous Volume 3. It's actually probably last summer since I read Monstrous Volume 2. So clearly I'm just reading a volume a year, but I'm jumping back into it. And yeah, I can definitely crush this out in like 2 days, less than 2 days. I could probably do this in one day, depending when I start it. If I start it during the week, it'll probably take me the full 2 days just because I'm usually busy during the week. But I feel like this will be easy, a lot easier than like a whole novel. So yeah. Then we jump over to Alchemy, and I only need to do one prompt in Alchemy. So I'm going to be doing the prompt where it's first in a series. So I decided to read Tithe, which is by Holly Black. This is one of her, it might be her first Fae series that she wrote. I'm not actually sure on that. But I bought the entire trilogy at our local bookstore, like the local used bookstore. And so I have all three of these, and I wanted to get to them because I love books with Fae in them, and I think they will be really fun. And if not, I can just bring them back to the used bookstore. That's why I leave the stickers on, because if you return them after you've read them, then you get like more credit towards the store if the sticker's still on it, because then they don't have to like re-sticker them and stuff. So yeah, I am looking forward to seeing if I like this as much as I liked the Cruel Prince trilogy. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun one. Then I have Elemental Studies, and this was such a hard prompt. Let me tell you, this is to choose a book with the word Earth in the title. And like, I literally, when I tell you, I scoured all of my shelves, my NetGalley TBR, all of Marcus's shelves. I could not find anything that I wanted to read. I mean, on my shelves alone, I couldn't find anything. Same with my NetGalley TBR, nothing. I think there were like one or two on Marcus's shelves, but I like had no interest in those specific books. So yeah, it was quite an ordeal for this one. But luckily, I remembered that there is an Earth 1 series for the DC comic books. And so I haven't read this one yet, but I'm going to purchase it, and that is Superman Earth 1. So I will show that here. That's the one I'm going to be reading. And it's another graphic novel, which is exciting for me because I get to jump into more graphic novels, and I love graphic novels. I fly through them. They're such a fun palate cleanser. So yeah, I think this one's going to be great for that. Then I have Restoration, and I have to do 2 prompts in this one. So the first one is to start a book right before bed. And so I chose Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. This is another book that I just purchased this past weekend, and I'm jumping right into this one. Like, I'm so excited. I read one other book by Darcy Coates, which was the Haunting of Leigh Harker, and I really liked that book. And so this is going to be my second read of this author, and this one is following a serial killer who is, so this one's following a bunch of people that go on this like winter expedition, but then the like storm gets really bad, so they have to take refuge in like a secluded, like remote cabin that they find in the woods. And then when they wake up in the morning, their tour guide is actually decapitated and their head is impaled on a stick outside the cabin. And so now the group of them have to figure out like what's going on here, because they slowly realize that there is a serial killer among them, picking them off one by one. And like, I love books where it's like isolated settings, and in the winter it just makes it even more like creepy. Oh, I think it's gonna be so good. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one and just getting more of like Darcy Coates' writing style, because I had so much fun with the first one. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how this one is. And then the last one is to read a book in a different spot every time. And so for this one, I'm going to choose Black Flame, which is the 3rd book in the Cradle series. I want to see if this one's going to like spark me to read more of them, because everybody says, including Marcus, that the 3rd one is where it starts getting really good. And I like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the first 2. I read them like very spread out. So because I spaced them out so much, it might be hard to like get back into it. But I'm hoping that this one will like get me into it again. And I've heard that this one's very action packed, which is something that I love. So I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's it for my video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you are participating in the Magical Readathon Orilium, and what your like title is that you're going for in your like schooling. Also, let me know which prompt you found the hardest, because for me, it was definitely the Elemental Studies. Like, there are not a lot of books out there with Earth in the title, and I found that out pretty quickly. But anyways, let me know. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as links by my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post new videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Until next time, keep on reading.